Are these also things that you don't? These are 7 things that I don't really care about. By the way, I'm Lauren. I share personal growth tips and small steps. Today is small steps to your self-improvement. We're categorizing it as that because maybe they self-improve in some way. The first one is if you need to repeatedly vent about the same thing over and over again. I know that for me to get over something, first of all, I journal. That really helps. But the next best thing that helps is talking about it. And 100% of the time, I will need to talk about it more than once or twice. That's how I get it out of my system, and that's how you get over things, is you get it out of your system a little bit. So if someone else wants to talk about the same thing over and over and again until they get over it, and that's the way that they're going to get over it, like by all means. Anyway, second one is trends that are not authentic to me. So I'm referring to 2 things here. So TikTok trends. Like if a trend makes sense to the content that I post, then I would do the trend. Cool. If it doesn't make sense, if it doesn't feel authentic to me, then I won't do that trend. Like for example, most TikTok dances do not match my content. And another thing with trends is like, for example, if something I wear, something I do is not trendy anymore, like I don't really care about that. Because the thing is, trends change all the time. Like it's literally exhausting to keep up with all the changing trends. So, and the more that you try to keep up with all the trends, like the less authentic that you feel. You can follow trends to an extent, but not to the extent that you lose your own authenticity. The next one is designer brands or status symbols. Anyone else can go on, and if they really love designer brands and want to spend their money on that is all cool. Like I think that's really cool. Personally, for me, it's not my #1 priority. Like I don't really personally care. I don't really want to spend my money on designer brands and all of that. And it never made sense to me when people bullied people because they weren't having designer stuff. Like that never made any sense to me because that's not my priority, to be honest. The next one is making things aesthetic. Like, I'm all for making things look pretty and presentable. Like, I try to make things a little bit more presentable. Like, for example, because my room can be kind of messy sometimes, that's why I use, like, a green screen with all this stuff, so it looks a little bit more presentable. But in terms of making things, like, really, really aesthetic, like, when I'm consuming content, like, yes, like, when it's aesthetic, it looks nice, but I value the content more based on its value. Like, am I learning something from it? Am I gaining some value from it? Am I feeling motivated or inspired from it? That's what I care about more than its aesthetic. The next one is being seen as cringe. This is why I hesitated to start doing TikTok videos in the first place, because I was afraid of being seen as cringe. Now I'm posting like videos like 3 times a day. Like, I don't really care if I'm seen as cringe. Like, number 6 is looking stupid for asking stupid questions. By stupid questions, I mean like even like small questions or common sense questions. This mostly happens while I'm working in law. Like, I'd rather look stupid for asking a question just to get clarity on something than to not ask the question and be wrong in the process and get in trouble in the process. I'd rather look stupid and be right than to not look stupid and be wrong and get in trouble. Maybe it's not